All right, here we are, back in the car, just procrastinating before I have to go into the gym again. Keeping warm. It's kind of chilly out, and I actually don't even wear the beanie because I'm cold. I'm not cold. It's just I just need to. My hair flops around all the time when I'm working out. It's getting pretty long now. And also, kind of excited to see the mustache be growing from video to video. I'm really committed to growing it out this time. But like the title of this video says, I want to talk about rest and how it's okay to rest. And I feel like this is important with just many aspects of life. This doesn't just have to do with the gym, but I'm going to relate it to the gym and talk about the gym today. A lot of people and a lot of things that I see on the internet recently is just you need to do more effort. You need to work harder. You need to just put in more effort. And I think that just is, from what I've found, it's just not the way to go about it, man. I think there needs to be a lot more messaging about relaxing and taking time to reflect on progress, for sure. Because when you're in the thick of it, and you're working, you're not really thinking about your progress. You're more doing the progress. You're not thinking about it. You're just doing it. And especially with your body and like body mechanic stuff like weightlifting and cardio, it's a proven fact that muscle grows during rest and with quality sleep, quality nutrition, but rest in general. If I was going to go to the gym and I was going to say, I want big arms, don't need to want them, I already got them. I'm just kidding. But if I wanted to go to the gym and I said I wanted big arms, I wouldn't work out arms 3 days a week. I would have a dedicated arm day and I would not work it out for 48 hours. Okay? 48 hours is like the given time, especially if they're sore. If the advice I keep seeing about muscle growth is you're able to work the muscle again when it's not sore anymore. So if you have a workout and you're not sore after it, it's actually pretty okay to work it out again. But if it's sore, you need to rest. Straight up, you gotta rest. It's not time. You have to wait. And I think that's something that, it's not a message that gets pushed a lot. It says work harder, do it more. You're hurt, you're in pain, muscle through it. It's like, damn, dude, like, actually no, it's actually proven that's not the way to go about it. And I also just kind of want to tie that into like other aspects of life, mental health. First of all, like resting. Gosh, I feel like we don't stress enough how much it's important to just rest. Last week I weightlifted lightly once. That's it. It's Monday now, so I'm ready to start the week. But that's the mindset going into this week. Last week, I wasn't feeling it. And I've been working really hard for a couple weeks now. I guess to kind of put goals into perspective. I think goals are important to have too, but to reach those goals, especially if they're long term, you have to be realistic of saying, during this time, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to relax. Because the goal is further away. It's not in front of my mind right now. It's not the most important thing on my brain. So you need to schedule time for rest. And last week I did. I rested the entire week, basically. I didn't weightlift. I didn't run. I went on a hike. I didn't really stress too much about, I need to be in the gym. Man, my gains. What am I weightlifting? What is this? What is this? And now, I feel ready. I feel ready for the week. I feel in a much better headspace, whatever you want to call it, going into this week. Whereas before, when you're in the thick of it, you're just thinking the entire time, like, wow, I need to work harder. I need to do this. But, I want to tie this also into like other aspects, like not just the gym. Basically, last week, all I really did was professional stuff. I applied to a couple jobs. I studied up on my materials. I even took a break from music. I've been playing music like crazy. The drumming is just becoming a lot. I'm seeing so many people reach out to me saying they want to do this, they want to do that. And I already have obligations on top of that with the drumming, where it's like I'm drumming with other people in person, like 4 days a week right now. And it's kind of coming to a point where it's like, you need to back up, you need to rest. And I think that's actually helping me, because the more I'm kind of making more time for myself instead of just pushing forward with all these projects, the more I'm getting better with myself. I'm practicing more on rudiments. I'm practicing more on just playing on a click track. I'm practicing more on songs I've already dedicated to projects, But that stuff comes from just me. That's alone time. That's rest. That's not time with people. That's stuff you need to do on your own. And I do greatly believe that rest time is going to make it better for me in the future. If I wanted to make these projects work by next week, next week they would still not be done, because I am forcing it. I'm not taking time to think about the projects. I'm not taking time to reflect on how we can make them better, what we can do to just finalize them, just get them done. So I think rest just needs to be stated more in just everything. I really don't believe that you have to suffer. I don't believe that suffering is the absolute key to making it through. I think moderation, I believe realism definitely needs to be applied to it. Like we always talk about like idolizing like fitness influencers, or idolizing people who, I don't know, just Buddy Rich, the drummer. Okay. Am I going to be Buddy Rich by next year? No, I'm not going to be Buddy Rich by next year. Am I going to be Buddy Rich in 5 years? Definitely not. That's 30 years of work put in, basically. But did Buddy Rich every day for 30 years do it? I doubt it. I believe he probably had to take a weekend every now and then to just not drum, not become the best drummer ever that just melts people's faces with the drum solos. I mean, gosh, we could talk about the whole like performance enhancing stuff. Like, this is the whole kind of thing for just like being natural and just like not trying to like force your body into certain ways that like it doesn't need to be in, Like we all know that being bigger, even muscular, is bad for your heart. Like a bunch of people who are like really big weightlifters, like I'm not trying to like trivialize what they do, but like, do they go on hikes? Do they ever enjoy life outside of the gym? Or is it just gym, home, gym, home, gym, home, gym, home? And I'm not trying to speak for everybody here, but I just don't think that's really the way to go about living life. I think you go to the gym to get healthier, to do stuff in the real world. That's what I think. Take it for sports athletes, Why do they go to the gym? So they can perform better at their sport. Why do I go to the gym? So I'm not obese. That's plain and simple. But then with all that comes with like, now I can do stuff outside. Now I can go hiking. Now I can do this. But there's nothing stressing or pushing me forward to go forward and muscle through basically exercises. It's all at my own pace. And I think you need to understand your own pace and your expectations, your goals. And I think when there's breaking points, I think the last thing, I really want to stress this, the last thing you need to do when you're taking a break is just hate on yourself for taking a break. I've been there. I'm sure everyone has been there, where they're just like criticizing themselves about taking breaks, or I'm not working hard enough. Look at that guy, they're working harder than me. I'm never going to reach my goals if I don't work harder, if I don't suffer. And that's just not it, man. That's just not it. I feel like that's just going to lead you to just more and more negative, where I feel like rest, relaxation, recuperation gives you time to think. What do I need to do next week? What do I need to, when is it a time to really lock in? If it's just every single week, I'm locked in, I'm locked in, I'm locked in, I'm locked in, one day, you're gonna need rest. So might as well plan for it. Might as well tell yourself, hey, this weekend, doing nothing. This week, doing nothing. This month, I'm going lighter. Stuff like that. Because just looking at it, right now, I feel great. I feel excited to go to the gym. It's been a little bit of a break time. Nothing feels sore. I just feel ready. I feel ready for the week. I feel ready to crush it. But it doesn't have to be that way every week. So, just a little talk. Get some rest. If you're ever feeling like you're overexerting yourself, get some rest. With whatever parts of life. Could be the gym, could be work. Get some rest. Find ways to recuperate and get ready for some more time that you're going to dedicate to whatever you love, whatever you need to do. Find rest. Thank you. Who am I thanking? Nah. I'm liking these. I'm liking these little gym car talks. I really don't know how to end these, but yeah, just at the end of the day, end of the week, rest.